here. We have an issue and continued droughts. We don't see that really improving probably anytime soon. But there may end up being a choice one day. Recreation and wildlife versus agriculture, farming, and irrigation. Is that a choice you see as governor having to make eventually?
No. No. We shouldn't have to pick winners and losers. Let me start by saying drought in Central Oregon, and mercifully it was raining a little bit as I came in your building this morning, just a little bit. As somebody who grew up here, I always exhale when the first rains come, and it diminishes the possibility of conflagration. But we shouldn't be in this polarized place of picking winners and losers. There are all kinds of innovations to mitigate drought. There's got to come the realization that we have oversubscribed water in certain places. As you know from living here, nobody really knows all of the geology of Central Oregon, and there are very fragile places like the Metolius River where nobody knows the source of that. And you keep sticking straws in the aquifer, and pretty soon the river's gone, and everybody goes, God, I wish we hadn't done that. With the density of people that are moving to Central Oregon, we've got to recognize that oversubscription of water is a problem. There are innovations like one that happened in Umatilla, where farmers got together and set the problem statement, figured out what they were going to do to solve it, and then worked together to negotiate with environmentalists, the Indian tribes, and come up with a solution that included the farmers putting liens on their own property to get the money necessary to build the infrastructure. Now enter the state. The state needs to be a more reliable partner. We have not had a water agency running optimally. The legislature doesn't realize that the implementation of some of these big augmentation or mitigation projects takes multiple biennia to do. And so if you're going to ask people to reason together on water storage, water sequestration, do you put the canals into pipes? What all can we do in the innovation space to help use water more efficiently? That those are going to cost money, and the state needs to be a reliable partner. I'll just share with you over in the Pendleton area the innovation that they're using there. I watched an older gentleman turn on thousands of acres of irrigation pivots with his telephone, and then is able to look at the phone and see that pivot number 11, the nozzle on that is plugged up, and send somebody out in a gator to fix it. That kind of innovation, being able to use aerial platforms to see where water is being distributed as it's watering a field or an orchard, and to understand that this corner is drier than it should be, or this corner is wetter. So we can use innovation that's happening at places like OMIC, the Oregon Manufacturing Innovation Center that I helped start. We can think less traditionally about open canals. Growing up over here, I'm well aware of the fact that there are open canals, and they're flowing right now. The evaporation, what do you do to change that? So there are a variety of techniques. I would turn to agriculture to help inform the whole menu of decisions.